Hello students, and in this session we are going to see transition probability matrices. Transition probability matrix forecasting the succeeding state when the initial market share is given. So this is the topic we are going to see today, and here there is a definition. So one stage transition probability, the occurrence of an event at a specified point in time put the system in state Sn. If after the passage of 1 unit of time another event occurs, that is, the system moved from the state Sn to Sn plus 1, this movement is related to a probability distribution, that is, a probability associated with each move, that is, the transition from Sn to Sn plus 1. This probability distribution is called the one stage transition matrix form. So here I have given a picture which depicts the transition matrix form. The transition probability is pjk, so that is, all the probability entries in the transition matrix must be positive, it should be greater than 0, and summation pjk equal to 1. That means in a transition probability matrix, if you take any row, right, the sum of all the values in that row will be equal to 1. That's what they say it as summation pjk equal to 1. And here you can see the probability p equal to the p matrix. You can see p11, p12, p13, all these are nothing but the probability entries, and this particular matrix is called the transition probability matrix, and in detail we will learn about it in the upcoming slides. Steps to do transition probability matrix sums. So here in the question there will be a given initial state matrix or initial share matrix, and that should be about two products or two items or two different cars or two different type of pens, like that, any about any two products, regarding that they will be giving the share. So share means what? For example, if two particular mobile phones are occupying the market, for example, we have it as Redmi and Samsung. So in the market, suppose Redmi occupies 60 percentage of the sale, and Samsung occupies 40 percentage of the sale, and that is given as the initial state matrix. But the same level will not exist all over the year, because one particular year Samsung may show up more growth, more sales. The other year maybe Redmi proves their own the company sale, their sale will be more. So like that, year after year it changes. It is happening because of the change of the customers from one product to the other product. Like how, for example, if I am a user of Samsung, I'm using Samsung mobile phone, so next time I may choose Redmi. So sometimes what happen, a Samsung chooser may choose Samsung product itself, some other high upgraded Samsung phone he may buy. Okay, what could be the other two choices? A Redmi user can buy the Redmi mobile the next time also, or the Redmi mobile user can buy a new Samsung phone also. So like that, we have four choices. So simply to keep in mind, I'll tell you like this: the Samsung user may buy a Redmi phone, or the Samsung user may get a Samsung phone, or the next one, the Redmi user can buy the Redmi phone again, or the Redmi user can buy Samsung again. So like that, we have four choices, right? And that is called, so how much person, or what percentage of people are using this, if you say, that is called transition probability matrix. Here for an example, I want to give you an example. The transition probability matrix, you can see, just assume, imagine A represents the Samsung users, B represents the Redmi users, right? So A straight to that you have number 0.2, right? That means the Samsung users use Samsung products is 20 percentage, right? So the next one is what? The Samsung Pro A, in the first row, second column, A B, you can see there you have 0.8. It means the Samsung users switch to the Redmi products are 80 percentage. So like that, okay. In the second row you can see 0.6, that is B to A, that row, that place value 0.6. That means Redmi users have or have changed to Samsung 60 percentage, and B2B Redmi users use Redmi is 0.4, that is 40 percentage. So like this is called transition probability matrix. Suppose if you want to find how much how many people or what percentage of people will be using the Samsung product and Redmi product, then you have to do one simple thing. So multiply the initial state matrix with the transition probability matrix T, A B with T. Then you get an answer, and that will be two entries, and that entries I take it as A1 B1. So this is for after first year or first month or a first week or a first day. So like that we can calculate for the second year also. For the second year, when you take your initial state matrix will not be AB, it will be the last obtained matrix A1 B1. So that should be multiplied with T. So like this you can continue to any number of years, that is based on the question, but in our textbook we have up till 2 years only. And now you can see at equilibrium level. At equilibrium level means what? So whatever the input you give, the same must be your output, that is equilibrium level. So when you multiply AB with T, you have to get the same AB level. For example, the Samsung uses of 0.1, and that is 10 percentage, and Redmi users are 90%, 0.9. When it is multiplied with the T matrix, you should get the same answer, 0.1, 0.9, and that particular level is called the equilibrium level. Now we are going to have an example to understand the transition probability matrix concept. So now I'm going to have an example here. So I'm going to take two products, that is denotes the people using Android phones, and B represents the people using iPhone. So now I have an initial state matrix or share matrix. This time AB, it is going to represent number of people. Here you can see AB equal to 600 and 400. That means Android using people are 600 and iPhone using people are 400. So we have this initial share matrix. Now we have a what to say data about how many people are converted from using Android to iPhone or iPhone to Android. Like that we have a data. So that is called the transition probability matrix T equal to A B, and the top also, the row also A B they have written. So A to A, you can see what number we have, 0.4. Can you see A to A 0.4? That means what? Those who are using Android, again they started to use Android is 0.4. 0.4 means 40 percentage. Okay, so the remaining 60 percentage people are what? Those people are A to B. You can see straight to A row and B column you have 0.6. That means those who are using Android has switched over to iPhone. That means that. And here second row and first column you have 0.3. Second row means it is iPhone row, and first column means Android. That means those who are using iPhone has now switched over to what? Android phones. So that are 30 percentage. And what about the next place, B row B column, 0.7 we have. So here it means what? Those who are using iPhone remains to use iPhone is 0.7. That means 70% of people are again using the iPhone. Now we want to calculate how many people will be using the Android phone and iPhone after 1 year period, right? So what I should do, I have to take the initial share matrix, have to multiply with the transition matrix, that's all. So 600 and 400 in the front, and the T matrix at the back you can see. So now first row, first column you're doing, so 600 into 0.4 is 240, plus 400 into 0.3 is 120. Then some space. The next first row, 600 400 with 0.6 and 0.7. So when you multiply 600 into 0.6 gets 360, plus 400 into 0.7 gets 280. So the answer is 640. So we have 360 and 640 answer. So it means what? So 360 is for A value, 640 is for B value. So after 1 year of period, number of people using Android phones are 360, and number of people using iPhones are 640. So now we are going to calculate the AB value at equilibrium level. So I told you what is equilibrium level. So the input what you give, the same must be your output. So AB with T when you multiply is equal to, you have to again get AB. But you do not know the value of A and B exactly. And for that we are going to use now the concept. So AB into T equal to AB. So this is the condition for equilibrium level. Using this condition we can obtain exactly what A value to be given and what B value also to be given. So now AB matrix, let it be the green color arrow matrix you can see. So T matrix already we have seen in the question. So here can you see 0 0.4, 0 0.6, 0 0.3, 0 0.7. So that I take it, and now we have to write it in the place of T equal to the other side AB matrix same. So now the normal multiplication, that choose the first row here and multiply with the first column. So A with 0.4, so 0.4A plus B with 0.3, so 0.3B. So here, and the next one, so first row second column, so A with 0.6, so 0.6A plus B with 0.7, so 0 plus 0.7B. So that's all, we will get one row two column, that's all. And here equal to AB the other side. Now these two matrices are equal, that means the corresponding elements are equal. So I have underlined the blue color, you can see, and blue color underline you can see that element is equal to, that is the first element in the left side is equal to first element in the right side. So I'm going to equate them. So now when I equate, I get 0.4A plus 0.3B equal to A, right? So now in this matrix you can see one important point. So T matrix, the first row you take it. So 0.4, 0.6. Now add the values 0.4 plus 0.6. What we get? 1. The reason is they lie on the same row, so they are probabilities of the same event. So the total value will be 1. So 0.4 is the A value and 0.6 is the B value. So A plus B is always equal to 1. A plus B is always equal to 1. So now A plus B equal to 1. So can I get A equal to 1 minus B and B equal to 1 minus A? So in this equation 0.4A plus 0.3B equal to A, I am going to make a small change. In the B place I am going to use 1 minus A, because A plus B equal to 1. So we get B equal to 1 minus A, right? So in this B place I am using 1 minus A. Now outside the bracket 1 minus A, outside the bracket we have 0.3, that is multiplied inside the bracket. So 0.3 into 1 is 0.3 minus 0.3 into A means 0.3A. Okay, now we got it. So in this row you can see 0.4 plus 0.3 minus 0.3A equal to A. So 0.4A minus 0.3A becomes 0.1A plus 0.3 equal to that A. Take the 0.1A to the other side because we have an A on the other side. So I take this 0.1A to the other side. So we get 0.3 equal to A minus 0.1A. So A means the coefficient is 1A. It means what? 1A. A means 1A. So 1A minus 0.1A means 0.9A. Now we want only the A value. So take the 0.9 to the other side. So 0.3 by 0.9. So we get A equal to 0.33. So if A equal to 0.33 means it represents 33 percentage. So A's share is 33 percentage. So that means in 100 if you less 33 you get 67. That is going to be B's percentage, because we know A plus B equal to 1. So B equal to 1 minus A. So 1 minus A's value 33. So we get 67. So that is B's value. So equilibrium will be reached. So when A equal to 33 percentage and B equal to 67 percentage. So what does it mean actually? When you give the input 33 and 67 in AB place, you will get the same answer 33 and 67. So now exercise number 1.1, sum number 2. A new transit system has just gone into operation in Chennai. Of those who use the transit system this year, 30% will switch over to use metro train. So that means transport using people will be switching over to metro train. so is 30 percentage, and 70 percentage will continue to use this transit system. That means those who are using transit system will be remaining using transit system 70 percentage. And of those who use metro train this year, 70 percentage will continue to use metro train next year, and 30 percentage will switch over to the transit system. So here there are two products, so there are two mode of transportations. One is metro train, the other one is some transit system means some transport facility like Ola, Uber and Rapido, like that. So that thing they are saying. And suppose the population of Chennai city remains constant, that 60 percentage of commuters are using transit system and 40 percentage of commuters are using metro train this year. So this is the initial level, the state initial state matrix is about this one. So now we go for the sum. Let A denotes people using the transit system. So I name the transit system people as A, and B denote people using metro train. Okay. So initial state matrix or share matrix is AB matrix. So AB matrix is what? A is denoting transit system. So you can see the line. Suppose the people of Chennai city remains constant and 60% of commuters use the transit system. So 0.60, it can be shortly written 0.6, and 40% of commuters are using metro train, so that is 0.4. So initial share matrix we got now, and now we are going to write the transition probability matrix. So this is most important. Listen, now read this line. Of those who use the transit system, that means A, will 30 percentage will switch over to metro. So metro means B. So for A, B we have to write the 30 percentage. So A to B, you can see 0.30. Can you 70 percentage will continue to use transit system. That means transit system are using transit system, that is A to A 70 percentage. So A 0.70. Can you see? Right. So next line. Of those who use metro train this year, that is B, 70 percentage will continue to use metro. That means B to B 70 percentage. So B straight to that you can see 0.70, and 30 percentage will switch over to the transit system. That means B to A 0.30. So we got the initial share matrix as well as the transition probability matrix. And after this, the question is this: what percentage of commuters will be using the transit system after 1 year? So after 1 year we have to find. So percentage of commuters after 1 year. So it is very easy. I told you the method. Take the initial share matrix and multiply with the T matrix, transition matrix. So 0.6, 0.4 matrix, we should multiply with the transition matrix. So here for your convenience I have underlined. So the first matrix 0.6, 0.4, green color I have given underline, and that is the row. It should be multiplied with the first column in T matrix. So 0.6 with 0.7, when you multiply 0.42, plus 0.4 with 0.3, when you multiply you get 0.12. Okay, now first row second column we are going to multiply. So 0.6 with 0.3, when you multiply 0.18, plus 0.4 into 0.70, when you multiply 0.28. While adding we get 0.54 and 0.46. So what does it mean? Actually A value is 0.54, B value is 0.46. So what is A value? Those who are using transit system. Therefore, after 1 year, 54% of commuters are using transit system and 46% of commuters are using metro train. Okay. Now in the same question we have one more subdivision. What percentage of commuters will be using the transit system in the long run? So long run means equilibrium level. So percentage of commuters in the long run. So that means at equilibrium they are asking. So we know the condition for equilibrium level. So that is this AB matrix with the T. AB matrix, when it is multiplied with the T matrix, you have to get again AB. So using this condition, we have to find the A value and B value. That's quite simple. In the place of T, you fill the transition probability matrix. So 0.7, 0.3, 0.3, 0.7. Okay. Now take the first row. AB matrix to be multiplied with first column 0.7 and 0.3. So you get 0.7A plus 0.3b. Next, take AB matrix and multiply with the second column of the matrix. So you get 0.3A plus 0.7B equal to that side AB. Now these two matrices are equal, so we can equate the corresponding elements. So the first element with the first element. So 0.7A plus 0.3B equal to A. Now we know very well A plus B is equal to 1. So B equal to 1 minus A. So in the place of B, I have substituted 1 minus A. Now outside the bracket of 1 minus A, we have 0.3. Multiply the 0.3 inside the bracket. So we get 0.7A plus 0.3 minus 0.3A equal to A. Now 0.7A minus 0.3A is 0.4A plus 0.3 equal to A. Take this 0.4A to the other side. So A minus 0.4A equal to 0.3. A means 1A. 1A minus 0.4A means 0.6A. So take it to the denominator of 0.3. So we get A equal to 0.3 by 0.6. So that is nothing but 1 by 2. That is 0.5. 0.5 means 0.50. So if A is 0.50, B also 0.50 because B equal to 1 minus A. Right. So what we understand, the percentage of commuters using transit system in the long run is A equal to 0.50, that is 50 percentage, and B is also 0.50, so that is also 50 percentage. Exercise number 1.3, sum number 3. Two types of soaps A and B are in the market. The present market shares are 15 percentage for A and 85 percentage for B. So this means the initial share matrix they have given. Okay, of those who bought A the previous year, so I think we can connect this data with the answer part. So let's go for the answer. So here A and B are the two types of soaps in the market. So the initial share matrix we have to first mention, so that is the AB matrix. So what is the AB entry? Initial market shares are 15 percentage for A, that is 15 by 100, 0.15, and 85 percentage for B, that is 85 by 100, 0.85. You can see here AB equal to 0.15 and 0.85. Okay, and next so then next line we have to read. So of those who bought A the previous year, 65 percentage continue to buy it again. That means A, those who are buying again buying A. So A 65 percentage, 0.65. You can see in the transition probability matrix T, A you have 0.65. So and buy it again, while 35 percentage switch over to B. That means those who are using A now moving to B product. So 0.35, A to B, A row, B column, 0.35. Can you see? Right. Now next line. So of those who bought B the previous year, B the previous year, 55 percentage buy it again. So B, those who bought again they are buying B, 55 percentage. So B. So B row, B column, 0.55. We have to write the second row, the second entry you can see 0.55. So the remaining percentage, so that is 45 percentage switch over to A. So those who are using B now going to A. So B A, you have 0.45. So we got the transition probability matrix. Now the question is, find the market shares after 1 year and when is the equilibrium reached. So two questions. The first one, shares after 1 year we have to find. So it's very simple. Multiply the initial share matrix AB with T. That's all. So AB with T. So AB entries are 0.15 and 0.85. T matrix we have got. And now to multiply, we have underlined that by green color. So AB matrix is the first row, and in the T matrix first column I have and second column, for that to separate I have drawn a line. So take the first row and first column, multiply 0.15 with 0.65. So you get 0.0975 plus then 0.85 and 0.45. When you multiply you get 0.3825. And then next take the first row AB row, AB matrix values 0.15, 0.85 row, and second column of T matrix you have to multiply. So 0.15 with 0.35, when you multiply you get 0.0525 plus, and 0.85 when you multiply with 0.55 you get 0.4675. So we get the answer 0.48 and 0.52. So what we understand, after 1 year, so soaps A and B are having their market shares as 48 percentage and 52 percentage. And now we have to find the equilibrium level. So the next subdivision. So when equilibrium is reached, the condition is what? AB with T is equal to AB. So AB matrix, when you multiply with the T matrix, so what is T matrix? 0.65, 0.35, 0.45, 0.55. So that AB matrix, when you multiply with the T, you have to again get AB. So that's it. So now I have taken this one. I'm going to multiply. So take the AB value and multiply with the first column. So A with 0.65 is 0.65A plus B with 0.45 is 0.45B. Now AB matrix I have to take and I have to multiply with the second column in T. So A with 0.35 is 0.35A plus B with 0.55 is 0.55B equal to AB. Now here we have two matrices equal. We can see the equal to symbol in between. So equate the corresponding elements. So what is the first element in the left side? 0.65A plus 0.45B. What is the first element on the right side? A. So we can equate them. So we get 0.65A plus 0.45B equal to A. So we know very well B equal to 1 minus A. So in the place of B, I am writing 1 minus A. Now outside the bracket of 1 minus A, we have 0.45 multiply inside. So we get the equation 0.65A plus 0.45 minus 0.45A equal to A. So we can subtract 0.65A minus 0.45A. So we get 0.2A plus the remaining 0.45 equal to A. Take this 0.2A to the other side. So it goes as minus 0.2A. So A minus 0.2A. A means 1A. 1A minus 0.2A means 0.8A. I want to find only A. So take the 0.8 to the denominator of 0.45. So we get A equal to 0.5625. If you know A value, with that you can say B value. B equal to 1 minus A. So 1 minus 0.5625, you get 0.4375. So 0.5625 means 56.25 percentage. So 0.4375 means 43.75 percentage. So the equilibrium will be reached when A has this percentage 56.25 percentage and B has 43.75 percentage. So exercise 1.3, sum number 4. Two products A and B currently share market with shares 50% and 50% each respectively. So this line gives the data about initial share matrix. So there are two products A and B, or the two products in the market. So initial share matrix is AB equal to 50%, 50%. That is 50 by 100. So 0.50, or you can write 0.5. So 0.5, 0.5. Can you see initial share matrix AB equal to 0.5, 0.5? Right. So now the second line. Each week some brand switching takes place. So of those who bought A previous week, 60% buy it again and 40% switch over to B. Okay, now let's form the transition probability matrix T equal to, so draw a matrix in the over the first row write AB and before the first column also fill AB. Now the second line meaning of those who bought A the previous week, 60% buy it again. So AA. So straight to AA you write 0.6 and whereas 40% switch over to B. That is those who are using A now moving to B product. So AB. So A row B column 0.40 40%. So 0.40. Okay, next line. Of those who bought B the previous week, 80% buy it again. That means BB. Those who are using B, again they are using B is 80%. So the second row, BB row. So B row, B column. That is second row, second column. So that place you can see 0.80. And now the next line. And whereas 20% switch over to A. So those who are using B now switch over to A is 20%. So B row A column. So 0.20 you can see. Now we got the transition probability matrix. Okay, so now what is the question? So find the shares after 1 week and after 2 weeks. So we have two calculations, and if the price war continues, when is the equilibrium reached? Okay, now shares after 1 week we are going to find. So take the initial matrix and multiply with T. That's all. So 0.5 and 0.5 and T matrix I have taken. I take the first row 0.5, 0.5, and I multiply in the first column of T matrix. So I get 0.30 plus 0.10. Then when I take the 0.5, 0.5 row and second column in T matrix, I get 0.20 plus 0.40. So when I solve, I get 0.40 and 0.60. So that means A value is 40% and B value is 60% at the end of 1 week. Right. Now we have to find the shares after 2 weeks. So I'm going to take now this time the AB values are going to be the last obtained value 40% and 60%. It is not the initial value. So this time it is going to be the first week's value. What is the value of the first week? A equal to 40%, that is 0.40, and B equal to 60%, that is 0.60. You can see I have underlined with green color, and this should be multiplied with the transition probability matrix T, and that is written. Okay, now take this row 0.40 and 0.60, multiply with the first column of T matrix. So 0.4 into 0.6 is 0.24 plus 0.60 into 0.20 is 0.12, right? And take the same row 0.4, 0.6 and multiply with the second column of T matrix. So 0.40 into 0.40 is 0.16 plus 0.60 into 0.80 is 0.48. So I get the answer 0.36 and 0.54. That means A equal to 36% and B equal to 54%. After 2 weeks, the A and B product share the markets with this percentage, A 36% and B 54%. Right. And after this also we have a subdivision. When is the equilibrium reached? When equilibrium is reached, the condition is AB into T equal to AB. So AB is the same and T from the question we are writing, okay, and equal to AB. So now I take AB row and I multiply with the first column of T matrix. So I get 0.6A plus 0.2B. Then I take AB matrix and I multiply with the second column of T matrix. So I get 0.4A plus 0.8B equal to AB. Both matrices are equal, so I can equate the corresponding elements. The left side, the first element is 0.6A plus 0.2B, and the right side, the first element is A, so I equate them. We know very well B equal to 1 minus A, and outside the bracket we have the value 0.2, so multiply inside, so we get the equation 0.6A plus 0.2 minus 0.2A equal to A. Now 0.6A minus 0.2A is 0.4A plus the remaining 0.2 equal to A. Now take this 0.4A to the other side, so we get A minus 0.4A. A means 1A. 1A minus 0.4A is 0.6A. So from that we can get A by taking 0.6 to the denominator of 0.2. So 0.2 by 0.6 is equal to A. So we get A equal to 0.33. If you get A, from that we can say B. B equal to 1 minus A. So 1 minus 0.33 gives 0.67. So equilibrium will be reached when A takes 33% and B takes 67%. So now exercise number 1.3, the first sum. The subscription department of a magazine sends out a letter to a large mailing list inviting subscriptions for the magazine. Some of the people receiving this letter already subscribe to the magazine while others do not. Okay, so already there are two types of people, subscribers and non-subscribers. From this mailing list, 45% of those who already subscribe will subscribe again. So those who are already subscribed will subscribe again, is 45%, while 30% of those who do not now subscribe will subscribe. So this line has a different meaning. I'll tell you now. Let's go for the answer part. So here let A denotes the subscribers and B denotes the non-subscribers. Okay, here on the last letter you can see that line. On the last letter it was found that 40% of those receiving it ordered a subscription. That means, so it is the initial share matrix line. So totally the subscribers are going to be 40% and the non-subscribers are going to be 0.33. I mean 60%. So initial share matrix is going to be AB equal to 0.4 and 0.6. A value 0.4, that is 40 percentage, and B value 0.6, that is 60 percentage. Now let's go for the first line, third line. From this mailing list, 45 percentage of those who already subscribe will subscribe again. That means subscribe means what? A. So again subscribe means A. So A 45 percentage. So A row, A column. So first row, first column you can see 0.45. So what is the remaining of 100? 45, 100 minus 45 is 55, and that should be in the next place. A row, B column 0.55. In this sum, they have not given that particular data. We have to understand that. Okay. So first row, first place we filled it. A place we filled it 0.A. Subscribers will subscribe again is 0.45, that is 45 percentage. So remaining 55 percentage will be for the next place, B place. A row, B column 55.55. Okay, and what about the next row? How to make the next row? The next line is there. While 30 percentage of those who do not now subscribe, do not subscribe means non-subscribers, B, right? They will subscribe. So BA. So 30 percentage of those who do not now do not subscribe will subscribe now. So B to A. So BA, second row, first column, 0.30, 30 percentage. So what is the remaining? 100 minus 30 means 70. So that will be in the BB, in the B row, B column. That place you will be having 0.70. So this one sum is different. That's why I taught this sum at last. So please read the question carefully. Then frame the transition probability matrix and initial share matrix. And now the question is very simple. What percentage of those receiving the current letter can be expected to order a subscription? Okay, now after one letter issued, what is going to be the response? That is the question. So subscription after the letter issued. So write the heading. Now multiply the initial share matrix with the T matrix. So initial share matrix is 0.4 and 0.6, and T matrix is 0.45, 0.55, 0.30, 0.70. Now take the AB matrix and multiply with the first column in T matrix. 0.4 into 0.45 is 0.18, plus 0.6 into 0.30 is 0.18. Now take the AB matrix 0.4, 0.6, multiply with the second column in T matrix. So 0.4 into 0.55 is 0.22, plus 0.6 into 0.70 is 0.42. Now while adding, we get 0.36 and 0.64. So 0.36 is for A value and 0.64 is for B value. Okay, what do we understand? So that means the first value is 0.36. In the question they are asking only for the subscription. So A is subscription. So after the letter is issued, 36 percentage of those receiving the current letter are expected to order a subscription. So remaining 64 percentage people are non-subscribers, but that is not asked in the question. For knowledge I'm saying, but in the question 36 percentage of those receiving the current letter are expected to order the subscription is the answer. So as usual, the same thing. So please practice all the example sums before exercise number 1.3. This time I didn't include that sums in the slide because that are very easy. You please try it. If you have any doubt, you can come online to ask. Okay, and also whatever the sums we have seen in this exercise, also you have to practice it today. Please do it. Then only it will be highly helpful for you. Thank you.